everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, howdy, y'all. Howdy, y'all. We are getting ready for our
So we are still at 32,000 feet. It's still too cold and snowy to land anywhere.
And there's a big snowstorm in let's not even say half. We're going to say 3/4 of the United States.
It's a little bit cold.
It's a snowstorm. They want to give us a big blizzard snowstorm so we can be left in a snowstorm. Maybe we,
And you know what? I don't even look at the real temperature because it said it feels like 12. So I was over with that.
Oh, you got to 12.
That's what it felt like.
Well, you know what was really funny is we woke up this morning and it was again 36. And then it climbed up to 50. And then it dropped right back down.
Oh my goodness.
We get 1 hour or an hour and a half of 50.
That's better than we got.
Well, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you. I mean, I like the cold. I'm not going to lie to you. I like a little bit of the cold, a little bit. But I don't want freezing. Freezing's not good on me. It's good. It's not gonna good on your skin either.
I am not built for the winter. I never have been built for the winter. I never will be built for the winter. I need palm trees and sand between my toes and a fruity little drink with an umbrella.
Well, and those guys, those fruity little people with the umbrella right now are getting snow too. So,
Well, then I guess I just have to go further south. Like Belize.
Let's see, where could
I don't think it's snowing in Belize.
Well, it could be snowing. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. It could be crazy because this weather is absolutely insane. What's really insane is on New Year's Eve, we didn't even talk about that, how lightning struck the Capitol building in 4 places. And then it struck a statue. It struck a statue, and it also struck in New York. Something in New York. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You think God's trying to tell us something? Like,
I don't think he's trying to tell us.
Get your act together here. Come on, pull your head out of the sand, you dumbasses.
Since we're in stories that you can't make up. Here's one.
All right.
Biden let 11 Yemen terrorists go. Can't make it up, folks. Can't make it up.
And why would you do that? Did he let them go and send them back to Yemen?
Did you just say did he?
Yeah, Diddy did it. Diddy did it. Diddy did it.
Did he do?
Right. Diddy did everything. Well, where did he send them off somewhere?
No. They were being held in Guantanamo Bay.
He released them. Oh, he released them in Guantanamo Bay. So
he released them from Guantanamo Bay.
And sent them where?
No, I'm sure they sent him to New York. I
don't know. and Adams is saying that he's got the crime down. Don't you know?
Yeah.
Crime down, and everything's good in New York right now.
Right. Hang on, I think I can fix this dilemma.
Oh, I got a good
Right
one
back.
for you. So, in his final hours of doing different things, he passed that ban to be, you can't be drilling onshore, over, what is it, offshore drilling. He put that ban on offshore drilling. And then he turned around today and said, we got just a little while because we got to pass the ban about the cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you turn around and ban the cigarettes from the smokers, if you think these terrorists are going to be bad,
Mess with the smoker, I dare you.
take the cigarettes away from the smokers. And I got news for you. Those young people won't be nothing.
No, they thought terrorists were bad. Try a smoker that can't hit a cigarette.
No lie. That ain't no lie. I'm going to tell you right now.
I was there. I was there.
Me too. And I thought, okay, so you're going to ban cigarette smoking. So does that mean, are you going to ban nicotine products like vapes too? Oh,
you're barking up the wrong tree there, mister.
I'm telling you, can you imagine how many? I know that those people are a lot of people in the United States.
Well, I mean,
I'll be rolling my own.
Here's the thing. If you thought people with guns were bad, take away a smoker's cigarettes.
Right? Because remember he was
no joke, people. It's no joke.
Well, they were going to ban menthol cigarettes last year, remember? And they said no more menthol cigarettes. That's going to, well, he backtracked about that and decided not to do that because he was warned against
Newport would have been in big trouble.
Well, you know what, Marlboro, because menthol smokers, that's a bunch of menthol smokers.
No, that would have been me.
Okay, there you go. So
I would have been on the first flight to DC.
So now he's not picking on just the menthol smokers. He's picking on the smokers in general. All of them.
Yeah, try that.
How's that going to work out for you?
Yeah. Underestimate the smokers of the world. That should be fun.
Well, they say it's worse than any drug there is. So them coming down off their nicotine, I bet you they could eat a hole through a wall, a brick wall. Because it's awful. It's awful. No, I don't.
Definitely, it is.
I don't think that's a very smart idea.
So, instead of hearing all this nonsense, why can't we hear like the good stuff of what's going to happen at the inauguration and,
Because it's awfully quiet, right?
Yeah, there's no details. And usually it's, this, that, or the other thing or something.
They're gonna put Trump on roller skates and say, "Hurry up, get down here. We're gonna take about 2 seconds. Put your hand on the Bible. Right, lift your right hand. Okay, do you solemnly swear? All right, now get out of here."
Right. Yeah.
It's interesting. There's a lot of interesting things coming up. I mean, they're gonna sentence him on the 10th. Which I don't understand why you're going to do that, but okay. I mean, they're pulling all the stops. Every stop they can, they're pulling it. Everything. They're like, you know what? We're going to.
Friday.
That's the 10th. So it's 3 days from now. Yeah.
Friday. Yeah, because the 13th is Monday.
So Friday they're going to decide what they're going to do to him. Well, okay. So here's my thing. they're going to sentence him. They're not going to give him any jail time. You know, I've heard so many different things. I've heard they're going to give him a little bit of time. Then I heard they're not going to give him any time. And then I heard they were going to give him time. When he gets out, he'll have to do his time. And then I heard, and it just keeps going all over the place. So we really
knowing them, they'll give him 11 days. Think about that.
You got 9 days. You got 9 days to sit in there. Okay, so
no, 11. That'll be the day after.
Oh, see, the inauguration's got to be after the inauguration, which is the 20th. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a delay because we have him in here for 10 days, so he's gonna. Oh my, for pizza. Okay, so then, the real truth is, they want to tack on that you're a felon. He has now been convicted of being a felon. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I could really care.
The only title he hasn't gotten was emperor or king. I mean, those are the only two titles he hasn't gotten. He's gotten everything.
He's gotten every title there is. It's bad. You're right. And you know what? And all of the males, they all get scot-free. You know, they all slide scot-free and whatever. But, you know, I'm going to ask you a question here. And it's kind of been pulled to my attention a little bit. And I think it's pretty interesting. So, you know, when a management team takes on a bunch of employees and they say, okay, now this is the way we run our company, and you're going to do this and you're going to do that and you're going to do something else. And the employees watch very closely what the management team does to see what they can get away with and what they can't get away with, because you know what? They're supposed to be leading by example. And I was sitting there watching TV the other day when they were doing the certification, and I thought, they talk about how we are divided as a country. Everybody's so divided. Everything is so divided. This is divided and that's divided. Males against females and all this division here. And now they're going mega against the Democrats, and everything's so divided. And I sat there and I thought, there's an invisible line right there between Democrats and Republicans. What would happen if they had to sit next to each other? What happened if they had to mix them all up and they had all just go in there and sit down, and they didn't have that one side is just Democrat and one side is just Republican?
Well, I can tell you.
You think they'd kill each other?
Yes. Being in management,
mm-hmm.
The one first thing you ever learn
mm-hmm.
is lead by example.
This is true. And none of them are leading by example. So, you know what? Here's the deal. So if you've got them all sitting on one side of the place and the other one sitting on the other side, then all of the people in the bottom, you know, they say what rolls downhill. And you got these people down here below going, well, I guess it's okay. They're doing it. It's okay to have the division. It's okay for me to say, you know what, my neighbor is a liberal, and I'm not going to talk to him. I have this invisible line between my house and yours, because,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. There's an invisible line between everything.
Right. Okay. Well, I was thinking of another good one here.
Religion.
Well, how about this one? So,
male, or female.
Are we not like, this one's going to really throw you for a loop. Are we not like in Moses's time, kind of basically? where everyone, they had the slaves down there and they were cracking the whip on them and saying, pull those rocks and make sure you lift them up and you do this. No, you don't need any more water, and just slap them. And then they had the people sitting up high eating their fruit and their fan. They're doing their fan thing on them and everything. And I thought, well, that's kind of the way it's still going, just in a different kind of aspect. And I really kind of believe that something's going to change there too. I've got a feeling that a lot of things are going to change, because I think God's going to say, no, you know what? I tried to stop this one time before, and y'all didn't listen. So now we're going to do it again.
Right. And, and if you think about it, this just crossed my mind. When you're sitting having a bad day, because one person said something, did something, and you're just seething about this person. Imagine how poor God feels.
Can you imagine?
Sitting up there just like I can just see the poor man sitting there with his head resting on his chin like,
are really? You for real right now?
Really? Really? Again, you and you and you and you and you.
It's like you can't help what you're born. Those guys couldn't help that they weren't born in royalty. You can't help what you're born.
Right.
I mean, you should have a free check.
See, I personally believe that I was switched at the hospital with a rich family.
Right, because I was supposed to be born in Nefertiti's.
I was supposed to be born rich.
Yeah, you were supposed to be born up there in the UK with all of those royalties, so they can sit around and get their clothes on. I don't know if I'd want that.
Well, I don't know about royalty, just rich. We have a very rich community right by the hospital,
right?
That I was born at,
right?
So I believe that I was switched to birth.
Right? Hey, you know what? You could identify as one of their family members.
Right.
You can identify.
You know what? I identify as a Ford. How about that?
I identify as a rich person. I'm going to start identifying as a rich person royalty. How about that? Why not?
I only live 2 miles from the Ford mansion.
Well, there you go. There you go.
See what I'm saying?
I got to tell you
what I'm saying.
Speaking of being born in real wealthy families, and how your parents, they do different things to you, and you're like, oh my God, did that really just happen to that poor person? There is in South, there's a great big huge, and I'm telling you, huge ranch. A huge, it's almost a big portion of South Texas. And it's the Hogg family. Hogg, Hogg.
Like Boss Hogg?
Yeah, like Boss Hogg. And they named their 2 daughters Alma and Ura. Now, I don't know if those girls ever come here. But it would be, just because you're rich, it would be really hard to stand up and they say, I'm a hog, would you please stand up? And you're a hog, would you please stand up? No joke. You'd be, there's a time in your life when you're grown up, when you're just so embarrassed of anything anyway. And if you had to stand up to that name, you'd look around and go, well,
what if Ura married a Richard? So it'd be Ura Dick? Ura and Dick?
Ura and Dick. And Alma and Dick. You're a dick and I'm a dick.
Right. That's bad. We're bad.
That is bad. But you know what? I mean, there you go. I mean, it's awful. No one ever
Is that
stopped.
a true story?
That is a true story. I'm going to tell you that is a definitely true story
Wow.
because you've got the King Ranch here down here. You know that's a big one, but you have the Hog Ranch is big, and it's not like Hog HOG, but
I
it's
mean,
HOGG.
why would you do that to girls? Are they fat?
I don't remember if they were. Okay. Now you got me. I'm gonna look and see if Amma was a big girl. See, look at her. I'm a hog. There she is. You thought I was joking with you.
I did.
Okay, well, no, I'm going to show you. I am going to show you. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go back here okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, I will show you that I am not joking with you here. Let me turn this around for you so you can see it. You're going to be like, no, that is not true. It is. I'm telling you right now, it is the truth. Look, there you go. There you go. This lady right here. Look, see, why fascinating I'm a hog is one of the Texas most celebrated women. You're looking it up. You still don't believe me.
No,
You're looking it up.
I'm looking up Ura. I'm looking up Ura.
I think she's like URA.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. I don't see any Ura.
Yeah, she's there somewhere. Let me see.
Because Ura looks just like Amma. Were they twins?
No, well, they were sisters.
They look like twins.
It could have been. It could have been. They might have been.
Oh, Ura Hogg. She was 1908. She died when she was 4.
Oh,
she was born in 1908 and died in 1912.
Okay, so Ura didn't make it. That meant, well, then, so she didn't. That's why she didn't.
Yeah.
I'm a hog sister. You're a hog.
Excuse me.
See, you thought I was joking with you.
No, I just wanted to see what Ura looked like. That's all. And I guess we'll never know. Rest your soul, Ura. At least you got out of it while you were young.
Right? You didn't have to go through life as Amma or Ura.
I don't know. I think I would rather be Ura than Amma.
Yeah, I think that I just think that it was terrible that they named him that.
Well, yeah.
Well, maybe there was a Ura or an Amma in the family somewhere and they were named after him.
Maybe. I don't know, but that's horrible to do that's horrible to do to especially girls. You know, it's okay to do it to boys. No, it's not okay.
No, but
that is really, that's something. I never knew that.
I know it was an interesting fact that I learned when I first moved here. I thought the hog ranch, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. In fact, I'll tell you how many acres. It's almost as big as King Ranch, I'm sure. How big?
I mean, can you imagine? What's your grandma's name? I'm a hog. No, really, what's your grandma's name? I'm a hog.
Let's see. It's 600. It's 600,000 acres.
Earl, did you know that Miss Connie just told me that
you had to go there.
There is a farm.
The ranch. The ranch, 948 acres.
a 948-acre ranch, and their last name is Hogg. And do you know what they named their daughters? Ima and Yura. True story. we They named their daughters Ima and Yura. He's shaking his head. He's like,
So when they said, I'm a hog, would you please stand up? She probably looked the other way. No, I'm not a hog.
could you
I'm
imagine
not a
getting married?
hog.
Can you imagine getting married to a
I'd
guy
have married anybody.
and they say, Richard, do you take I'm a hog to be your wife?
Well, and then it'd be, oh, okay, you know what? No matter how you look at it, do whatever name she got it be. I'm a Smith or I'm a Jones. Or
What would be worse?
If she married a man and his last name was Butcher,
I'm a butcher. There you go.
she'd go from I'm a hog to I'm a butcher.
I'm a
I'm a
hog butcher. She hyphenated her name, Hog Butcher. Thanks for that one, Earl.
Or,
Oh
you know,
my
I went to school with
goodness.
a guy that's last name was Gross. So can you imagine I'm a Gross?
Yeah. Whew.
That was good, huh? You like that? We need to add a little bit of humor to this here.
I think the altitude's getting to us.
I think we've been sitting in these seats just a little bit too long.
Right.
But it is.
I
It's
think
a
everybody needs to get up and walk around the cabin.
right.
Bump into
And
each other. That's okay.
That's okay. And if you run into I'm a hog, please tell him give her your condolences.
Because we know you won't. We know that family name wasn't carried on.
Oh, I'm sure that whoever ended up with the hog ranch said, I don't care what it is. I don't care what if I'm a hog or you're a hog or I mean, what
But
really
you know how
goes-
people name their kids after, unless their last name was different. Because Ima, I mean, that sounds like a legit name, kind of like Irma.
yeah. Or
You
you're
know?
depending on what country you come from. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
They probably didn't even think anything about it. It was all of us afterwards going, you're a hog.
Right.
How did you get away with that?
Right.
Or you know what? Just in context, if you turned around and you said, I my last name is Hog. Oh, you're from the hog?
Right.
You're a hog
Well,
you're a hog from over at the hog ranch, and they'd go, well, no, you're a hog is my hand. What? All right.
oh
I'm
my goodness gracious me, oh my.
confused on that.
Oh my goodness.
Little bit of news.
You know
there.
what, people? That just goes to prove you can't make this stuff up.
No, whatever happens in your life that really truly happens. I mean, you can't change history. That was the only reason I brought it up. You can't
Right.
change history. You could change your name, but she could have went to the courthouse and changed her name.
Their
But I made
parents
her
must have had a really good sense of humor.
Well, somebody in the hog family. What was, you know what? Hang on, what was the dad's name? Jim Hog.
Ross?
No, his dad was Jim Hog. So he had a good name. I don't know what his wife's name was. Jim Hog, and his wife's probably, her name was, let me see what Jim Hog's wife's name was. Hog. Okay, James Hogg's wife's name was Sarah. So Sarah Hogg, but she was went by Sally. So she was Sally Hogg. Why those people named their daughters Alma and Ura? They didn't even have bad names. See, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You just can't. There's just no way around it. They probably thought,
No.
that is the most beautiful name. I mean, where'd they get those names? They had a son
Maybe it
named,
was a bet.
they had a son
Maybe they
named,
lost the bet.
one named Michael and one named Thomas, and their daughters is who they really just nailed them with these terrible names.
Michael and Thomas should have been named Ima and Yora.
Well, it's Michael, Thomas, and William. But they didn't.
Will I am Hog.
Willie Hog.
No, William is spelled Will I am.
Oh, well, I am a hog.
See?
See? Maybe that's why they got Irma, because they just decided they were just going to take the Ilum off of William. And I don't know where they got those names at. I don't know where they got the name from. He was known as Big Jim Hog.
You know, they must have been teased even by their brothers.
Well, and can you imagine? Okay, so here we go back to you can't help what you were born into this world with, and I guess you can't help what you were born into this world with what name you were born into this world with, right?
Well, I mean, should the people that make the Coke, but Dr. Pepper, he should have named his daughter Ima Pepper and Yora.
I'm a pepper, you're a pepper. Would you like to be a pepper too?
See?
Right? You know what?
See?
He missed out. That man missed out. That's why James Hogg named his. I don't.
Yeah.
You just can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't.
Make stuff up, no matter how you look at it. You can't make up.
No.
That you can't make up that they're gonna ban cigarettes and drive the smokers crazy. You can't. I mean, you just. I don't know.
I don't either. All I know is that we thought the world had gone mad now, but apparently it started in the 1900s.
Right. It started way back, and everybody named their kids whatever they wanted to, and people and poor little children were stuck with whatever name they got.
Right.
And
right. Exactly.
That's
like Little House on the Prairie. Didn't the dad used to call her, like the real story? Didn't the dad used to call her Half Pint?
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder if she grew up drinking half pints. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's how she got the name Half Pint.
I think they named her Half Pint because she was so little.
Maybe
because she wasn't very tall compared to the rest of them. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I don't know how. I'd rather be called Half Pint than I'm a hog. I'm sorry. That is the most horrific. And this is a very rich family.
right. Right.
Well, what is Prince Harry named that one Lily Bet? Yeah, can you imagine going through your life like that? Who are you?
They probably call her Lily.
But Lilibet Windsor? Or what is his last name?
Windsor.
Isn't he Windsor? Are they all Windsors?
Yeah. Well, he's a Windsor. He took the Windsor name, but it's like on official documents. I don't know, but I know that the William, not Harry, William, they go by Wales because they're the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Okay, but they have to have a real last name. Now you got me wondering. Because it's Montalban Windsor. It's hyphenated. Montalban Windsor. Okay, you know what? It just okay. It is. The House of Windsor came into being in 1917 when the name was adopted as a British royal family official name by proclamation.
Right. Right. They were always just called, the Prince of Wales.
But it
So
says
they were-
replacing the historical name of Saxe Coburn Gotha.
Yeah, because they did that because they were German.
So that's really their real last name.
Yeah, they adopted Windsor, and then when she married Philip, they hyphenated the name Montauban Windsor, and they had Windsor last because she was the queen.
Isn't that just something else? But their real last name was Saxe Coburn Gotha.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that royal family just fascinates me because I don't know why they even have them, because they don't make no laws, and they don't do anything.
Yeah,
They just sit up there and wait
collect money
off everybody. Yeah. Oh, you have to learn how to do that, right? Because if you don't, you can't
Well,
write.
doesn't the thumb? Well, my thumb doesn't go in anymore, but I think it's supposed to be next to it.
Oh, I don't know, because I don't know
See,
anything.
I should have been. I'm telling you, I should have been royalty.
Because you know how to do the wave. Wow. I'm telling you right now, we lost our calling here.
I'm telling you, I think we were sisters in a past life.
Right? Because we were supposed to see, people say that you sign a contract before you come into this world on what you're going to be. And I'm going to tell you right now, I did not sign a contract to be poor, broken, penny.
I did not sign a contract either. And I did not sign a contract to be a single mother. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Who
See,
in their right mind would stand up and say, "Oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. I want to work to death and raise 2 boys."
right. I mean,
And I certainly didn't sign up for 3 horrific car accidents.
no, see? No.
Which were not my fault. They were not my fault.
Okay, so see, the other people signed up to crash into you.
We're not going to make her royalty, and we're going to make sure we screw up her life.
And we're going to let you sign the contract that you're going to be the one driving the car.
And we're going to give her 2 idiot ex-husbands that either one aren't worth a pot to blow their ass to hell with.
There you go. See? Nobody signs those contracts.
Yeah, I did not sign up to be a teenage mom. No, I'm sure I didn't. Now, I did always want to be married.
Uh-huh.
With children. The nice little house with the white picket fence.
Yeah.
2.5 kids, a dog.
And $2.5 million sitting in the bank.
2. Put a couple zeros behind that 2, and then we'll be talking.
Oh, well, I mean, I'd even take 2.5 million.
Well, this is true.
At this point, I'd take 100,000.
At this point, I'd take $100.
Speaking of, yeah, have you?
Oh, Lord, don't tell me I owe you money too.
No, no. What I'm going to tell you is, have you gone to the grocery store in the last couple of days?
Last time I was at the grocery store was on Friday.
Okay, there's no eggs on the shelf, and they had a call back because of the bird flu. I ain't joking with you. And they went up $2, $3.
Oh, speaking of, Wuhan just had the first outbreak of the new strand of the flu.
And who do
Dun
you
dun
created that?
dun.
But who do you think created that? You think Fauci's over there and his little minions going, here, we need to make another flu.
Gain of function
Right?
with his little Mickey Mouse voice.
And they go,
I
do you
didn't
know
do
what do you think
anything
about
wrong.
this? And he goes,
I didn't do anything wrong.
I told
Just
you
a
to wear a mask.
millionaire. I'm just a millionaire. I got rich millions and millions and millions of dollars, and I don't know how I did it.
And he said, wear a mask. And if that ain't enough, wear one on top of it. And then wear another one. So you were
Right.
supposed to wear 3 masks layered.
Right.
And then you can't breathe.
And then all of a sudden it's like, "Mwah, the mask isn't going to do anything." Well, if the mask isn't going to do anything, why are people still wearing it? And people, I want to know, why are people driving in their cars all by themselves wearing a mask? Because you know what? Even if you have bad breath, it's going to come back at you. You're going to smell it.
Yeah. Can you? I never did understand that.
Mm-mm.
I guess they thought it was floating around in their car.
I guess when they opened the doors, it floated in, but it doesn't come in after 10 o'clock. So just stay in your car till 10 o'clock at night. Then you can get out of the car.
So look, I'm a work from home, but you don't know that I'm really living in my car because I can't get out because the coronavirus might
Right.
get
I'll take my Corona with a little bit of lime.
right? What are they going to name this one?
With the lime in the coconut.
You know, what are you going to name this one? Flora?
Um.
What are they going to name
No,
this one? Dos Equis.
Modesto. Modesto X.
Dos Equis number 2.
There you go.
Corona 2.0.
There you go.
You know, like I said, you can't make this stuff up, guys, no matter how you look at it. And no, we can't. We can.
No, we can't. We can't make it up. I mean, we joke about a lot of stuff, but it's true. What we're telling you is true.
It is true. And you know, you got to have a sense of humor about it because if you don't, you lose your mind.
Yeah. I mean, we only have 13 more days till maybe the madness will stop.
Or maybe it'll begin.
A different kind of madness.
A different kind of madness.
Everybody be on the lookout, calling 911. Ooh, I found one. Send the bus. Send the bus.
Okay, well, you know, speaking of, so I was talking to my mama today, and we were talking about all of those wonderful little medals that he gave out of Freedom Awards.
Oh yeah,
and she said, I don't know why some of those people got those awards. Neither does anybody else. We don't know why Hillary Clinton got one. I don't know what she's done. They have the Clinton Foundation, but from what I understand, that's how Chelsea got her $1 million dining room table.
Say what?
Yeah. Chelsea got her $1 million dining room table from the Clinton Foundation. Wrap your head around that.
Who needs $1 million dining room table?
I don't know. I just like to have $1 million for backup. But no, because remember, she came out and she said she got all mad at Donald Trump because he made $1 million donation, and she goes, with his kind of money, he could give a lot more than that. I have $1 million dining room table, and I thought, you have $1 million dining room table? That's
and how much money did you give?
Well, how much more of the foundation bought more furniture? How much is the rest of your furniture worth?
But wait a minute. Why is the foundation buying her furniture?
because it's a tax write-off.
Helping the poor.
Donation. We were charitable. We gave this poor girl $1 million dining table.
Well, that's because nobody was stupid enough to ever buy it.
But they were.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So that's why
Nobody
she got her Freedom Award.
Look, I mean, even the King of England didn't have. Well, maybe their table's worth a lot more.
There's
I
just
don't
one
know.
worth $1 million too. Everybody's worth has $1 million.
Well, how many people does it sit?
I don't know. Probably not very. Probably made of gold.
That's
You
just
can't make this
crazy.
stuff up.
You
I'm
know,
telling
if you have that kind of money, that's great. But
But
not
you-
to get a donation from a foundation that's as bogus as a $3 bill.
Okay, well, you know what? Speaking of people that are so rich that it's just crazy, you know Pablo Escobar. You know who
Popcorn's
he is?
done.
Yeah, he's warming up his noodle soup. Okay, so Pablo Escobar made so much money that it was cold and he didn't have any electricity in his house and something was going on that he was burning stacks this deep $100 bills to keep his family warm. Now that ain't no joke either. Who's got that kind? I mean, that puts a spin on, you know what? You burned $100.
You just burned through money, honey.
Yeah, you did. Well, now you just burned through a whole stack of.
Oh, I bet it wouldn't have been okay if the wife lit it on fire, though.
And that was the one he was trying to keep warm.
But that's what I'm saying. It's okay that he burned through the money, but it's not okay if she did.
Right. He just
That's
took
how it usually
stacks.
goes.
That's how those drug dealers work. I mean, they got stacks this deep,
Oh, yeah.
$100 bills, and they can just throw them in the fireplace to keep warm. I mean, I'd have started burning furniture first.
Well, yeah. Of
You know,
course.
It's unbelievable to me.
It sure is.
The things that people do, and here we sit. You know,
Right.
like I said, back to you can't help what you were born into.
And so many poor people were, no pun intended, so
What?
many poor people were born into hell. I mean,
I know it's the truth. You know, it's the truth. I sat there thinking about Moses' time and everything. And I thought, if I was born during Moses' time, I bet you I was the one down there that they were beating, saying, "Would you roll that clicker? Get that boulder going. You're not
Exactly.
rolling it fast enough."
exactly. I think mine was the one that the dress got caught. And it just steamrolled right over me.
Yeah. You know, they said, okay, so here, one final thought for you.
Okay.
So the Bible was written 1 billion years ago, and they say this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. What's going to happen. All right. So when they talk about in Isaiah where it says, and if my people call out to my name, then so I will hear from them from above and heal their land. Right.
Right.
So it was kind of like you need to, let me give you a forewarning of what's going to happen. So you need to do this. So it doesn't ever say in the Bible what happens if everybody starts a revival. It never says what will happen.
Right.
And you know, if I don't know what you think, but I think there's a great revival going right now.
Right.
So we could change history.
Maybe that's what we're doing.
Maybe that's what we're supposed to be doing. I don't know. But
Maybe we're supposed to, and who knows, maybe when they extend the Bible, maybe it'll be like these stupid, dumb, poor people.
Can't read.
They lived their lives and they survived. So,
And you know what? I'm just going to start raining nickels down on their head. Well, I got news for you. They say in science that if you drop a pea from a building and you drop the speed will kill a person. That's all.
exactly. It'll put a huge crater in cement. I want to try that.
So all these nickels falling from heaven.
Right.
No, don't rain pennies on me.
And then I can say I peed on someone.
I literally peed right off the building.
I peed on someone. I peed off the side of the building.
Right? Well, there you go.
Oh, okay. I think we're getting slap happy.
That's
I
all
think
right.
we need to turn off the cabin lights.
I think we needed this kind of. I think we need this kind of show.
I think we did.
I think so too.
I think we did.
All right, folks. This is your captain speaking. I'm going to keep us at an altitude 32,000 feet as we fly through this snowstorm, hoping that everything goes all right. Say a prayer for the Trump family as the 10th is right around the corner. We'll have that to talk about on Monday.
We'll
So
see if
just-
we can land this sucker next week somewhere.
Right. Or if there's
I
not
think the
another
air up here is getting stale.
or if there's another snowstorm somewhere.
Sir, we're getting ready to turn the lights off.
Observe the no smoking sign. As our president has just banned cigarettes.
And that, folks, you can't make up.
Oh, you can't make it.
You can't make
Oh yeah, Greenland. Yeah, Greenland. I heard about Greenland. They wanna take Greenland. Donald Trump wants to take Greenland.
Oh, yeah, I heard that a long time ago.
Wants to bring it over. Well, no, that's what Junior was doing over there.
Yeah. So,
Happy birthday, Dad. Here's Greenland.
right.
Well, can't make that up. Maybe we'll take Canada too. You're fine, Donna. You can see the we got a little giggly and a whole lot of slap happy, and you sure missed a good show because it was pretty funny.
We speak the truth. That's all I'm going to say. Go back
No.
and rewatch it. We speak the truth.
Well,
We can work everything up that we have discussed.
Donna probably knows. Do you know, Donna? Let me ask you real quick. Do you know about the hog ranch in Texas? Do you know about the hog ranch in Texas? Just curious. He had 2 daughters. Jim Hogg had 2 daughters, and he blessed them with great names. I'm going to just tell you that, and you'll go back and watch the replay. So you can hear it, because I'm telling you what, you will lose your mind. This is one of the best streams we have had, and it will make
No, not wild. But close.
close. It was Amma. Amma was one of the daughters, and Yura is the other daughter.
Yura got out of it, though. She died when she was 4.
So here's the thing. The whole show was over. Can you help where you were brought into this world? Because, I don't think those people in Moses' time just said, hey, you know what? I think I want to be down here, and I want those people to beat me, and I want to lift all these rocks and build your castle for you.
Right.
I don't think that's what they signed on for.
No, their names were Ima and Yora, and their last name was Hogg. So their names were Ima Hogg and Yora Hogg. True. Honest, true. Go back and watch
that up, and they have one of the biggest ranches in South Texas. It's bigger. It's almost as big as the King Ranch, and I'm sure you're familiar with that. So yeah, it's yeah.
Right? That's what we said. That's what we said.
And she didn't sign on when she came in here to be Amma. And Yura got her exit real quick.
Right.
So
God
like I
spare
said,
her.
you need to watch a replay. You will thoroughly enjoy it. But we're going to go ahead and take this plane up, and we will see you next Monday.
Absolutely.
Love you.
Love you guys. Good night. See you
Have a-
Monday. Have a safe weekend.
Have a safe weekend, and we'll come back with another snowstorm.
It's heading our way, Donna.